Hello there. I'd like to talk to you about the beauty behind the tarnish. So I like to redo furniture, and each piece is very special to me. I take my time to refinish it, to discover the real beauty um, that it was designed for anyway. So as I work on each piece, there's always something very special about it. In this one piece I picked up, there's these drawer pulls. So just looking at this, it's kind of icky. And I looked at it and I thought, I wonder what's hiding behind all that yuck. All the years of dirt, all the years of grime and opening and pulling on this, and the piece is a very, very old piece. So I know it's been around a long time. And I'm sure there's furniture polish on the handles and chemical things that we try to clean it up with, and it just doesn't seem to work. So I got curious and I grabbed a toothbrush and I grabbed a little bit of Brasso, not knowing if there was brass underneath this dirt, not knowing what it was, but I knew it had to be prettier than what my eyes could see. So as I start scrubbing away and I discover this beautiful, beautiful drawer pull, this is the same one. This is cleaned up. This is the beauty it possessed. This is years of grime. So the Lord began to speak to my heart in regards to this dirt that had built up on the drawer pull. We, in our lives, allow things to build up on us. We allow guilt and shame and anger and remorse and pain and loss and disappointment to build layers on us, just like these layers of dirt. We allow it to cover up the beauty that we all possess. The beauty within gets covered, and then we lose who we are, and we lose the desires that we once had, and we lose our shine. We allow life and circumstances to dull us. And it really just spoke to my heart that we carry things that we were never, ever meant to carry. We build up walls, or layers in this situation. We build up walls to protect ourselves, to keep ourselves from being hurt. And all that really does is cover up our shine. So I wanted to share that with you because it was very important to me, and it was a beautiful lesson in something so ordinary as a drawer pull. And I don't know that you can really actually see the beauty that this thing possesses, but it was this, and now it's this. So I encourage you to not allow life to bog you down. Don't allow circumstances to steal your shine. The Lord says to cast all your cares upon Him, for He cares for you. Just give it to Him. Sometimes it's the hardest thing we could do. But if we don't hand it over, He can't remove it. He can't carry luggage we don't give to Him. He can't lighten our load if we insist on continuing to carry. I recently had to experience this with my son. I had a very, very bad feeling, and I thought that my goodbye to him before he went out with his friends was very possibly my last goodbye to him. And I was terrified. I was scared to death. Nobody wants to lose their child. And I was terrified. And I prayed and prayed and prayed, and I couldn't remove the fear. And I contacted a mentor of mine, and she helped me. She prayed with me, she prayed for me, and she prayed on my behalf. You need people like that in your life. When the weight gets so heavy that you don't feel like you can carry it on your own, and you've tried to hand it over to Jesus the best you think you know how, contact someone who can help you, who will pray with you, who will lift you up when you feel like you can't stand. And let them stand with you and pray with you and help you hand those things over. I did that, and I am so incredibly grateful that I did. I couldn't shake the feeling that something bad was going to happen. So we prayed and we covered him. And as he left, he had some trouble at the gas station, so it got him to the music concert late. And I said, don't be upset, son. It probably prevented you from an accident. And yes, it did. It prevented him from a big accident. There was a 3-car accident on his way up to the concert. Then after the concert, they ended up walking to his car. It took him a little bit longer to walk to the car. And in doing that, when they got back in town, they went to a fast food place, and they were going to have dinner there or breakfast, or, it was early in the morning. And they just missed a drive-by shooting that killed a child and wounded 5 others, a young adult. I found all these things out, and I was so incredibly grateful that I was able to hand something so incredibly precious to me over to God and say, God, I can't protect him. I can't keep him safe. I'm going to hand him to you. I'm going to trust you to keep him. And he did. And it's something like that. It's things, it's worry, it's anxiety, it's things that we carry that are so hard to let go in our mind. It's so hard to let it go. Because if we let it go, that means we can't control it. That means we can't control if we get hurt. We can't control the emotions that'll come. We can't control our responses to guilt or shame or anger or disappointment. But if we control the situation, we think that we're protecting ourselves, when really we're just building layers, and we're covering up who we truly, truly are by continuing to carry something that wasn't meant for us to carry. There is a difference between caring. You care about things, you care about people, you care about emotions, you care. And there's a difference between carrying them. Imagine if you were walking around with every suitcase you owned, every bag that you owned, and you had them filled to the maximum. Could you truly walk carrying all of that? But we really do. Not in physical form, of course not. But think about all the things you carry. The weights that you carry, the worry that you carry, the anxiety, the fears. Oh, the fears. And we all carry those things. And the hardest thing to do is let it go. But yet it's the easiest and the most freeing thing you could possibly do. So I encourage you to find the beauty that you possess underneath the layers and layers and layers of yuck. Get your toothbrush get your brasso and start scrubbing. Start letting go. Start cleaning it up layer by layer. Start removing the layers and discover the beauty that you always possessed, the true you that wants to shine through all the yuck. This piece of furniture turned out to be such a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And next time you go to pass something up because you think, oh my God, that's really horrible. It's dirty. It's full of grime. I encourage you to look beyond that. Find the beauty in it. There's beauty there. There's beauty in the mirror. There's beauty in your life. There's beauty that surrounds you. Ask God to open your spiritual eyes so that you can see the true beauty that lies in everything around you. Ask Him to open your spiritual ears so that you can hear what He wants to say to you. I'm not the only one He talks to. But if you listen, if you tune in to what He has to say, He will show you there is a lesson in everything. Everything. So, scrub off the dirt and get your shine on. God bless.